you'll need the paper for it later in class. The Pear Deck quote should be up on the screen.
We're not late, are we?
Fingers crossed. Nope. You are
You
not.
guys make me look tired.
Thanks. Nice to see you too.
We're good.
I usually wear contacts. Yeah. Ah, it's working. Welcome everybody, grab paper, head to your desk, pull out computers. You should have a Pear Deck here in a second. Welcome everybody. I apologize for that delay. Pear Deck is working now. I'm very excited about that. We'll test out Pear Deck, trying to do now today. See how it goes. Thank you 6 students who have already connected. I'll put the code up on the screen as well in a second here. Once I see a few more students in there, I'm going to adjust my screen and put the timer up on the side. We'll have about 5 minutes to answer those questions on the first 3 slides, and we'll go over them together. Students in the Pear Deck, 15 are already responding on the first slide. Appreciate that. Yes, Manuel. What was that?
Wait, what's the coach?
Up on the board.
It's KGC, right?
KQC.
Oh.
KQCGC. So bring it back
That's it, how we speak. That's it, everyone. Ano ba ikaw?
Quiet down a bit. Thank you.
Oh, you're talking about
last minute, if you haven't got there yet, you should be on question number 3, looking for evidence. I see some great annotations so far. If you have extra time, you can answer number 4, the challenge question. Looks like got about 5 people there. Okay, go ahead and finish up your thought. All right. Okay, I'm going to stop student pace at the moment so we can look back through. Here we go. Okay, I want to take a look at this second one. Thank you, everybody, for your thoughtful responses here. This panel really stood out to me in the homework reading because it reveals some information about the CIA. First of all, who is the CIA? Who are we talking about when we talk about the CIA? Ethan, yeah, go for it.
The Central Intelligence Agency.
Yes, which country do they belong to?
USA.
USA, that's right. So the CIA is involved somehow with what's going on in Iran with these prisoners. So I have a couple people who I might call on here, but first I'm going to open it up to volunteers. would anybody be willing to share what you wrote? What have we learned about the CIA from these panels? Or from this panel, I should say. Okay, in that case, I'm going to call on a couple people here who had some strong responses. First person I'll call on, Leslie. Can you please share, what did we learn about the CIA in this situation?
There are people that train the pharmaceutical.
That's right. They're the ones training these guys, torturers in prison. So they are working with the Iranian secret police and teaching them how to torture people specifically. Let's see. Josephine, what does this reveal to us about the CIA's influence in Iran?
This reveals that the Western influence was a really big part of Iran, and it kind of just had a really heavy impact on their system, because it also gave way to making decisions for the USA to impact the way that Iran kind of ran their prisonary systems and their educational systems there.
Yeah, very good. So they kind of had their fingers in the secret police's business and in the education system, as we've seen as well. Thanks, Carmel, for rejoining. Finally, I think that there were, Abby, I'm going to ask you to share just like what stood out to you, because this revealed an even more basic thing about the CIA's influence in Iran. What did you say about them?
That the punishment methods are cruel.
Yeah, their punishment methods were cruel, and they're teaching the Iranian secret police how to torture well, how to use those punishment methods. Was anybody surprised to learn about the CIA doing this? Give me a thumbs up if you were surprised. Give me a thumbs down if this matches what you've heard before about the CIA. Give me a thumbs up if this is surprising. Give me a thumbs down if you're like, nope, that sounds like what I've heard about the CIA and what I would expect. Oh, I'm seeing mostly thumbs down. Leo, tell me, how does this match what you already know here about the CIA? Or what you've heard in the past?
It matches what I've heard because the CIA is like an intelligence agency, which means they gather intelligence. So there's people who like, I don't know whether they feel like buying it or like more forceful stuff, which involves torture.
Yep, there are other instances. There are other instances where this has happened throughout history. Definitely. In fact, on the next slide, you guys were highlighting some excellent evidence. I'm going to just show one person who highlighted this. Oh, Leo, look at that. Got some evidence, excellent evidence here. The CIA was literally teaching classes on how to do this to the Iranian intelligence service. So, this brings me to my final question, which was, how did the introduction of these characters, Siamak and Mohsen, advance the plot of these stories? They're the guys who are telling us about the torture in prison. How did their introduction help to move the story forward? Jasmine, you had a great response for this. Could you tell me, how did these guys help move the story forward?
The introduction of the characters advances the plot of the story by giving us a peek into what the officers and CIA want to do and how that can be a problem in the future.
So we're learning what the CIA has already done, how it might be a problem in the future. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's giving us more information about the government and how they're involved with the CIA. We're going to see some more of that today. And in fact, this is going to be our focus for today's lesson. We want to look at how characters like this can be introduced to a story and help to move the story forward. Today we're going to learn about another guy who was kept in prison. His name is Uncle Anush. Uncle Anush. And we're going to see how his involvement further moves the story forward and teaches us some new information.